This September, I'm spending 2 weeks traveling through California by land. Join me on the first part of my journey through the Golden State, home in Beaverton, Oregon, to my second home in Tracy, California, where my aunt and uncle live. I'm visiting them briefly for Ganpati, the Hindu elephant god festival. The first leg of my journey is a 17-hour train ride from Portland, Oregon to Martinez, California, aboard Amtrak's train number 11, the famous Coast Starlight. Leaving in the early afternoon, it is an overnight train getting into the Bay Area the next morning. But first, some love to TriMet for providing first-mile service from home to the station. Hey friends, I'm taking the train down to California today. I'm here at Portland Union Station, and I was running late, but I'm here just on time thanks to the speediness of the buses. It's amazing sometimes how fast the buses are compared to the max on the transit mall. Anyways, I have to board here, so. While seating on this train is usually not assigned, on busy travel days, this is Labor Day weekend, they give you a slip with your destination code, and the car attendant writes you a seat assignment as you board. Boarding was quick and efficient, and the train rolled out of the station in the last 5 seconds of 2:22 p.m., just barely on time. A quick seat tour. Roomy seats, unbeatable legroom. 2 grounded 120-volt outlets with very stiff plugs. Your chargers are not going to fall out. After crossing the steel bridge, which is Portland's coolest bridge, we glide through Horn Alley, and I realized after the fact that time-lapse was a bad idea here. We pass through Oregon City on an elevated trackway, and soon after are on the straightaway through the sunny Willamette Valley on Union Pacific Railroad's Brooklyn subdivision.
Now arriving Salem, Salem passengers repeat.
Salem, Albany, and Eugene are punctuated by farmland, rail yards, and nature. The lower level restroom area of these double-decker cars is sometimes one of my favorite places to hang out on the train. You can just stand here and have ample space to walk around. It's also the polite place to do phone calls and stuff like that. I also enjoy this area because it's a bit less soundproofed than the passenger areas, especially the upper deck, which is where I'm staying. And so you can hear all the sounds of the railroad, the clickety-clacking and the bells and everything, so it's kind of fun. By Eugene, 3 of the 17 hours are up. South of here, the Brooklyn sub becomes the Cascade subdivision, and the climb begins. My absolute favorite place in the train, however, is the back. The single track, interspersed with passing sidings, winds past Lookout Point Lake and through mountainous greenery and several tunnels, arguably making this stretch more beautiful than even the pristine Willamette Valley. As night falls, the Coast Starlight will reach the highest point along its entire route at Cascade Summit, just shy of 5,000 feet. But first, Klamath Falls, Oregon is famously the last fresh air / smoking break for continuing passengers until the next morning when we reach California. Upon an amazingly on-time departure from Klamath Falls, the car attendant promptly turns the lights out. Good night, but not for long. Well, it's 3:45, and as comfortable as those coach seats are, I was having a little bit of trouble sleeping. So I decided to come to the Sightseer lounge car to see what it's like, and indeed the lights are off, but there are reading lights, so it's a nice quiet place to bring your book and read. I guess I was locked into my book, because suddenly 2 hours went by and we were pulling into Sacramento. We were actually about 45 minutes early, I know, mind-blowing. So as day broke, we sat in the station to kill time. A bit of train watching, and we were off again at sunrise. Across the Sacramento River and into the sprawl went the train, and breakfast time was announced on the intercom. While lunch and dinner in the dining car are by reservation, breakfast is first come, first serve. This was my first time eating in the dining car, and I think Amtrak does a pretty good job at evoking some elements of the railroad dining of yesteryear. Napkins are cloth, flatware is metal, salt and pepper are in glass shakers, a pleasant bouquet welcomes you to the table's comfortable booth seats, and I'm pretty sure the food is served on ceramic. Weirdly, I've forgotten. Above all, the food is hot and tasty. I've read that the potatoes are reheated, but the eggs are cooked fresh on the train. Sure, it's no on-ground diner, but overall the railroad dining experience provided is memorable. At 7:45 a.m., we pulled into Martinez about 10 minutes ahead of schedule. After a great time on the Coast Starlight, it was time to breathe the crisp morning air. I've already kept you for 6 minutes, but I promise I'm trying my best at concision. I hope you'll join me for the next one, where I take my connecting train and celebrate Ganpati with my family. Thanks for coming along!